Well, I was wrong. I saw Wuthering Heights last night, and my theory is incorrect. Let's talk. This is not a story within a story. There is no self insert framework, and the original framework of the story isn't even used. This is a full on reimagining, and once you accept that, the movie clicks into place really quickly. Visually, this film is stunning. You're going to hear that a lot, but every compliment is totally earned. Not a single shot is wasted, and every frame feels like a painting. It has a very distinct visual identity, which is wild because all of the set pieces and the costumes are intentionally time period inaccurate. It is playful sensory overload in the best way. Now, without the self insert angle, the casting misses feel way more glaring. I could suspend disbelief for Margot as Kathy, at least in the later portions, but the earlier scenes where she's meant to be the youngest teen version of Kathy, that's just harder to buy. Which brings us to the big white elephant in the room. Heathcliff's Romani background and racial identity are completely removed from this version. Representation matters, and in a story so rooted in othering, it's hard not to feel the absence or the disappointment of that choice. And instead, Emerald Fennell picks classism as the primary reason for the othering. And even that isn't super deeply explored outside of how it fuels the romance and Kathy's choice. Because make no mistake, this movie is the romance fan fiction version of Wuthering Heights. The entire final act of the novel, the aftermath, the real haunting bits are completely gone. This movie ends maybe 70% of the way through the book, and anything not directly tied to Kathy and Heathcliff's tortured love story is essentially stripped away entirely. And as for the romance, it is not nearly as scandalous as the marketing would lead you to believe. It's erotic, it's got these flashes of horniness, but it is nowhere near Saltburn bathwater levels of deranged. And by Emerald Fennell standards, it's honestly pretty vanilla. Personally, I think it could have gone even further and been a little more twisted. I might have enjoyed an even bolder departure from this source material. Because if you're gonna commit to a reimagining, why not go full tilt while you're at it? That said, if you can treat this as a reinvention instead of an adaptation and let go of what you think this story should be, this movie works really well as a standalone piece. It's extravagant and it's swoony, and it is absolutely powered by this chemistry between Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie, which really is exciting to watch. So, as the commenters have been saying for months, yes, this is fan fiction. And in a movie landscape that sometimes feels a little starved for romance, this one delivers. Will everyone love this? No. Will people argue about it constantly? Yes. But if you embrace the audacity of it, Wuthering Heights is a great time at the theater.